Hi, this is Saen Higgins, just talking about the safety of tax lien certificates. I want to go historically over the markets, and I've talked about this before, but who's heard this? More millionaires have been made during down times than the economic up times. One of the things that Warren Buffett, I love what he says. He says a low tide shows everybody that's naked. Anybody is a real estate guru when the market was going up. I mean, your Aunt Martha was making a ton of money, and then all of a sudden when the things go down, everybody's, it shows who was really knew what they were doing and who didn't. The bottom line is, when Kennedy was assassinated, markets collapsed. It took 6 months for them to come back. 9/11, markets collapsed. It took 6 months for them to start on their way back, not get all the way back to where they were, just to start climbing back up. You've got October again of '87, when the markets collapsed on the first big crash since, I think, 1929. And then you've got the dot-com bubble. Then you've got 9/11. Then you've got the real estate bubble. I mean, you guys, do you see a cycle here? Every 5 to 7 years, the market takes a hit on that. I've been doing tax liens for almost 20. This is our 20th year. In November, this will be we'll be at 20 years. I've never had a cyclical time in tax liens. I make 18% or I get the property back. What's not to like about that? And now some of you, that's not going to be exciting enough. So for those of you, I suggest you take 90% of your money and buy tax lien certificates. Take 10% and just drive down the road, roll down your window, and throw it out. Come on, we wouldn't do that, but you understand what I'm saying. I mean, tax lien certificate, somebody said to me, was boring. I said, what's boring about it? Every time I know I make an investment, I make 18% guaranteed. There's no speculation. As long as I've done my research right. You just don't buy liens like a drunken sailor, okay? I'm buying liens on the properties that have a good value on them, buying deeds with a good ratio on that, and I'm good to go, So keep yourself protected on that, but also, do the research that's required of you to get to that point. And again, I'm going to say this, and I've said this in other blogs before. If I told you it was going to take you a year to understand how tax liens work before you would make any money, would you put a year into that? Why not? I mean, you're already putting a year into investing and you're losing your money. Okay, let's put a year, and you're paying somebody to do that. Okay, you get a 5% commission on this. Can you believe that? Somebody's charging you 5% and they might make you money? Are you kidding me? There is no commission. It's 18% guaranteed, and you might get a house back. There's the downside is you get 18%. The upside is you get the property. I mean, come on. This is a great country. Anyways, tax lien certificates are your safe haven, but like I say all the time, understand what you're doing. Just don't go out there and do it on a whim. Make sure you know what you're doing. This is Saen Higgins saying, I got to go.